Rico Moneybags, the channel helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure the bell notification stays lit. You guys do not want to miss out on these updates, man. We've been covering, we've been calling it, BTC filling the gap. Crypto is pumping. We're finally out of that downtrend. How high can it go? Is this it? Is it going to go any higher? Is it going to pull back? How far is it going to pull back? That's what we're going to discuss on this channel as you guys are watching the gorilla and probably not even listening to what I'm saying right now. You guys are like, what's this gorilla dancing around in the background? That is Feg Token, man. I love that homepage, man. It's interactive, everybody. I like it. I like it a lot. So welcome in all of those who are pulling up, man. Much love and respect. Those who got that bell notification lit for sure, pulling up, strong right away. I appreciate it. Let's make sure we're live. We're live on X. That arena's still not working, but we are live on X and we're live on YouTube, everybody. So yes, we're live. We're going to talk cryptocurrency, everybody. So definitely pull up. You guys do not want to miss out for this. All right, let me go to the X. Let me make sure that we're live over here as well. Perfect. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Let's start off where we usually start off. And, we're talking about Bitcoin's price. We're talking about the overall crypto market cap, which is looking really good. It's got a nice little steady climb. 2.97 trillion, everybody. We're still flirting with getting over that 3 trillion, that last mark where we were at, which was the peak of the last bull run. So the fact that we're right there, we're pushing, you go to sleep, you wake up, and BTC is still holding above 90K, everybody. I think that's very exciting if you guys ask me, everybody. So we got pro shares to launch XRP futures. We're going to talk about XRP. We're going to go through all your guys' favorite plays. This is still show me your gems, everybody. Get your communities in here. Get everybody to pull up. Leave some comments. If you guys are listening right now, leave some comments down below if you guys are listening on X. If you guys are listening on YouTube, wherever it might be. But let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to jump right in. If you guys can share this into XPXTG, get those who are awake. I know a lot of the guys are across the pond, so they might be sleeping already. But we're going to put in some overtime on the overtime, man. Back from the gym, feeling great, too. Feeling really, really good. Feeling rejuvenated, everybody. Like the market. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Let's start off right here on the daily chart of Bitcoin, which is what we've been mainly kind of paying attention to, right? There's a lot of noise in the market. There's a lot of things in the market that if you listen to all of that, you can get lost in the sauce. But what we have been paying attention to is the 50 moving average and, this volume profile over here. Excuse me, and fill in this gap, which, it basically did. It did really good. It went exactly up to the point of control like we talked about, peaking up here around close to that 96K that we called, weeks ago, not because I'm a guru, not because there's a crystal ball or anything. I'm not better than anybody. I'm just using these technicals. I'm using these tools that anybody can use, and you guys can use these, right? This is the 50 moving average with the volume profile. It's very strong, and I'm using the Heikin-Ashi candles, and it gives me a clear view. And then after that, I start to layer some more indicators to, help me get those entries and exits on these futures trades when that is happening. Feg for life, XPX2, welcome in. Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend, man. Looking really good in the market. We go to sleep, BTCs above 90K. We wake up, BTCs above 90K. Doesn't get much better than that after having a downtrend that had everybody looking around. It was like, come on, tell me that it's not over. It's not over, everybody. It's not over, everybody. It's just getting started. And I'm very, very excited, everybody. Yes, back from the gym. You guys know that we're gearing up for that Bitcoin conference, everybody. I appreciate you guys for, supporting me, supporting XPX, supporting the movement, building this from one of your own. I think this is, pretty cool that we're doing this and accomplishing all these things. So big shout out to all of you guys as well, supporting the channel, supporting XPX, and overall just supporting the movement of cryptocurrency on this channel, everybody. But let's talk about this BTC, which is why you guys pull up to the channel. You guys don't care about that. Here we go. We filled this, right? So this is what it's looking like, everybody. Obviously, we're seeing this, and we talked about it. So everybody should be like, okay, we understand that. We filled the gap over here, which is nice. We're excited about that. We got to rally right back up. But the question is, where is it going to go now? Like, what's going to happen? And, we're seeing the normal pullback, right? We have to be able to be a little bit mature and be like, hey, after there's a nice little push, there's a little correction, everybody. Where's that correction going to be at? Could be right here in the middle at 88,000 and a half, right? And then bouncing right off this 50 moving average to go ahead and go back up to the point of control and crash against it again and continue to crash against it into it breaks and comes up here to the upper value range. The market is in a bullish trend. Now, let's say for whatever reason, black swan, gray swan, purple swan, green swan, whatever color swan you want to call it, this thing breaks underneath the 50 moving average, right? And we get a curl like this, then we'll have to, and it curls like this, and then these candles get on the bottom of it. We'll have to address that. But right now, that's not what's going on. So the fact that we're in a bullish trend, we're in an upward direction, it's above the 50. I see where we'll have a retest. A lot of people won't even take this first trade. A lot of people, and we see this when we're doing technical analysis, how like when it first breaks over a prior resistance, it will go up and come back down and then go up. That's like a retest trade. And a lot of traders actually won't even trade this first initial breakout. They're like, I want you to prove to me that we're not going underneath the 50 moving average. So there is still money sitting on the sidelines of traders that actually like to trade a retest trade to prove that it doesn't lose that 50 moving average and head in a downward direction, right? If it can go up and back down and stay above that 50 moving average, you're going to see even more money kind of start to pour in, because that's kind of like another confirmation, basically. The first one's right here. And to me, really, there's a few of them. We're going to go over them. I mean, that's what we got right here. This is what we got. We got a few confirmations. The first one, if we're looking at this trend, when we first broke that trend, I said, hey, we're breaking that trend. The second one, we broke that trend and we started to trade above the 50 moving average, which is very powerful. The third one was that we had a gap that looked like it had to be filled, and we had the point of control. So we had all these things like boom, 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 that was saying price was looking to kind of go up. And that's what we had, right? That's what we're having. That's exactly what we're having. So a lot of traders in the market, stocks, doesn't matter what it is, that are trading, will trade the retest, and to make sure that it's not going to come down here. But we already know that this retest is guaranteed. So we could have made money here and come back down and go there again, because this gap was right here to let us know. This point of control was letting us know that if this point of control, when it first broke the 50, would have been like down here, it would have been a lot sketchier, because this point of control, this red line, acts like a magnet. And we'll see this across all of the other ones when we check it out. So price prediction on Bitcoin is still the same. It's looking like we're in an upward trend. We're going to sleep. We're waking up. Bitcoin's holding above 90K. When you look at the overall crypto market cap, the money's not leaving. It's not like we're holding certain prices and the overall crypto market cap is depleting little by little, right? What we're having is the money actually staying in, and we're finding floors, and people are finding supports on all these projects that have a lot of opportunity on the table. There's still a lot of opportunity. So BTC looking like it still wants to come up here and crash a couple more times against that 96K. And that's what we want to see. If it eventually gets rejected, it could come back down here. But if it can break that and close a candle above that on the daily, that's going to be looking really good. And when you really look at the overall trend that we're in, when we zoom out to the weekly chart, we're on the money for an upward trend. We did a natural correction after the first pump to 109,000. Yes, these dips on a weekly chart take a long time to happen and can scare the market, but we had a natural correction, a test on the 50, and a continuation towards $120,000 Bitcoin. Yes, 120 is on the board and beyond. There's got to be more FOMO that ignites when that thing breaks above there. All right, so that's what we got for BTC. Let's check out some of the other ones. We'll go into Avalanche, since we got a set here already, just showing you guys all these blue chips, all these stable coins, because we haven't had altcoin season, everybody. That's the thing, is like a lot of people are already saying the bull run's over, and we haven't even had altcoin season. And you're going to remember these prices on these altcoins, on your BNB, on your AVAX, on every single video I've been telling you guys on these plays. When I'm telling you, okay? We have this on our side. So here we go. AVAX actually giving us a perfect example. So let's do some price prediction on AVAX and kind of explain this retest trading strategy that's actually happening right now, right? We're seeing this actually kind of give you that example right now above the 50. And we're going to come up here to fill this gap, but this retest strategy where it stays above the 50, and eventually if it can break above these right here, we'll have where that has that continuation, where it look really good. And you can almost bet your off that this is what's happening. BTC is the rising tide. So we got BTC rising the tide. We have prices going up. We have bullish sentiment in spaces. We have, more utility, more products, more services. We have the overall market, the overall crypto market cap, where it's steady holding a really good place at 2.97, 2.96, really close to that $3 trillion market cap, which was previous bull run all-time high. So the fact that we're right in that zone, the market's ready, we have, more ETF filings happening. It's not stopping everybody. This has just begun for all of us, and these are just opportunities. So AVAX, if you're looking for your first take profit, it's going to be right here at $32.34. Your next one's going to be the point of control at $41. And your last one is going to be at $54. Or you can just ride the trade and just say, hey, I'm going to play the long game on this thing because I know it has the potential to go really long. You got things like Arena happening, that SocialFi app and whatnot. And then you just have Avalanche that's just been completely oversold for a very long time. It's just been oversold for a very long time, okay? Oops. So right now, AVAX is looking very good for anybody who wants to get involved and feel like they made a great choice. Basically, AVAX went through all the pain already since December. It's been in a downtrend since December 2024. And then BTC followed that downtrend and whatnot. This is that whole downtrend. You can get into AVAX right now and look like a pro trader, because if it does the retest especially and it goes right back up, you already know that we're in that bullish trend. Now, if you were only trading AVAX and not looking at BTC, you would have to wait for this retest. But the fact that BTC is moving the way that it is, you're basically, that it's going to come at least up here to this lower value range right here, which is $32. We've been talking about AVAX since $19. So let's go ahead and switch to Ethereum. We've been having a lot of Ethereum people pull up to the shorts. They're loving the shorts that we're producing. We got close to an extra 40,000 views this month because of all the shorts. So shout out to you guys supporting the shorts. They're being posted on TikTok, which the TikTok is actually picking up a lot of steam. Those shorts are doing really good. The shorts, being posted on X are doing really good. And then on YouTube, we're like, honestly, I almost got to take back some of the things I said. We're like crushing it over there. This first month of this new AI tool that I've been using to chop up the videos, add some B-rolls, do these things, better the content side for us to get more exposure to other people on those shorts feed. It's working. Extra 36,000 views. All we got to do is wave the flag and let them know about XPX, let them know about FEG token, let them know that we know what we're talking about over here, and we can attract, I don't know, some kind of percentage, 1% out of that 36,000, 2%, 3%, but there is a percentage on the table because of these new AI tools that we're using, creating shorts, and we're pulling in a lot of Ethereum people. These Ethereum shorts are they're really knocking it out the park. So for all those that have been pulling up to these Ethereum shorts, the new listeners, I know you guys are listening. I can see it in the analytics. Shout out to you guys. So I want to give you guys some bullish sentiment for Ethereum prices, everybody. Yes, we have some bullish sentiment. Of course, ETH likes to follow a little bit behind. It's kind of testing people because it's, dancing on top of the 50 moving average, and it's not really trading above it just yet. So if you wanted to wait for an actual confirmation, you would wait for this thing to get exactly above it, right? But BTC is kind of that Mona Lisa that if you're good to her, she'll tell you what's going to go on, right? She's like, hey, I'm about to pick the market up. You're seeing ETH at discount prices because I'm ready. I'm tired of that downtrend. And when BTC breaks out of those downtrends and starts to move up, slowly but surely, it's like, next thing you know, we look up and we're going to be in 100K. Mark my words. We're just going to look up and we're going to be like, oh, there it is. And then we're going to see Ethereum, right? Where's Ethereum going to be? BTC back at 100K. We got $2,400 Ethereum on the table, right? At the very least, $2,400 Ethereum, even, dragging behind, taking its time like it likes to do. At the very least, there's some gains on the table, everybody. And that's going to look a lot like this, breaking above that 50 and coming to this value range right here. Now, a higher price for those Ethereum maxis, those who love those smart contracts that we all love. If it wasn't for Ethereum, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing with projects and stuff. Like we're able to scale blockchain technology because of ETH. We have to remember that, right? We have this upper price right here, this point of control that we love to trade, everybody, on these futures, because what happens? $3,200 Ethereum. If you can hunker down and you can just do a day and you'll use the 4-hour chart for your entry, but you're using the daily for you to go all the way up to here to $3,300 Ethereum. And that's going to be a lot of fun. And people, it's going to happen out of nowhere. ETH is going to take its time, but for the most part, it's just going to pop up and then we're going to be talking like it's normal with ETH doing its thing at those prices, right? Here we go on the 4-hour chart. ETH has been above the 50 moving average, trading looking really good, having that first kind of retracement, meeting the 50 moving average to possibly bounce right off of it and continue. ETH is kind of funky. We might even have a little, shakeout to get some liquidity out of the market, come back down to 1600 and then go back up. So that's why you want to really wait for that, at least if that's your strategy, right? It's not financial advice. You want to wait for that thing to be for sure. And you're not predicting, and shout out to Blunt House. You're not predicting the trend. Like, I'm following the trend. We're like, hey, what's the trend doing? And I'm going with the trend. So I'm not trying to predict this thing. I'm not trying to front run this idea. I'm trying to wait for this idea to actually just show me, that this is what it's doing. Something clear like what Bitcoin did. Okay, I understood this. Chopping above the 50 moving average. This first solid green candle above the 50 moving average closing green candle was a clear indication that we were going to have some upward momentum, and that's exactly what we have. So if you can mimic this little box right here, this little section on Ethereum, where you take your time and you wait for it. So you have clear indication. You don't get in a long position that, can possibly get liquidated because the 4 hour wants to come down to the point of control and wick some people out. As we can see right here, possibly wick some people out and then go back up. You want to wait for that clear indication. You want to wait for that trade to come to you. You're not rushing to this trade. You're not trying to front run this trade. You're not trying to predict the trade almost. You're predicting it to some extent. You're like, okay, I'm seeing that it's going to go in the upward trend, but really you're following the trend. You're following the trend. And right now you want this ETH to have a nice, clean, green candle close right above the 50 moving average. Something like this. You see it choppy, choppy, choppy. We're having that happen right now. Very choppy, choppy, choppy. Very similar, everybody, on the 50 moving average. You get this, fifth candle that's green, after a week, and you got this nice solid green candle. There it is. There it is. And you got that point of control above you. That is a trade, upper value, that you guys can ride that trade and take it all the way. What's up? We've got some new people pulling up. Like I've been saying, a lot of new people have been pulling up. So let's go ahead and check out Solana. Let's check out BNB. Let's check out XRP. Like I said, these shorts are doing fantastic. So we're actually going to go to XRP because there's some XRP news out right now. So let's go to XRP right here. Very nice. Exactly what we've been waiting for. Now we have that, man, solid green candle right there. We do have the sellers pushing down because they're already wicked up to exactly what we talked about, that $2.36. But what we're going to have is a lot of choppiness, kind of like BTC did, right? And then basically a break above that. This upper value range on XRP is $2.87. You could see XRP doing something like that. There's a lot of bullish XRP news. We got ProShares set to launch XRP futures ETF April 30th, everybody. That's in 4 days. What does that do? Is that going to move the price right away? Maybe not. But what it does, it gives more exposure to XRP. And the thing is with ETFs, we have to kind of like let them bring the people to us. Like they're going to bring the people to DeFi. These ETFs, you have to be not jealous. You have to be not envious. Let them get retail to come in. Let them get the boomers to come in, right? That's what's going to happen. People are going to want to open up portfolios. They're going to get financial advisors. We got the Citibank that is allowing people to purchase, is going to start to allow people to purchase BTC right from the Citibank. So that's going to happen. That's going to have people who are going to want to have, somewhat of a Bitcoin holding in these ETFs. Eventually, people are going to realize as they do research, as they're getting these ETFs, as they learn more about Bitcoin, they're going to be like, why don't I just hold it myself? Why don't I just hold a little bit of BTC myself? And that's where that nonstop buying pressure over a long period of time is going to happen to BTC and all these ETFs, even BNB, everybody. We've seen that news break that BNB is on that list of those 72 ETFs, right? So give it time for them to attract retail, to attract the normies, to attract the boomers, whatever you want to call these people. They're going to come into the space and they're going to be like, hey, let me own some more BNB. And then they're going to learn more about DeFi. They're going to learn more about Feg Token, more about Smart DeFi, more about XPX. And it's our job to provide so much value that when these people start to come in, that we're waving a flag and something or providing these products and services that people actually want to check out. We are preparing the storefront. We are building the infrastructure for when this influx of new money coming into the market is set to go. You have to be almost like obsessed to an extent of building and developing and getting ready for what these ETFs are truly going to do. What they are going to do is bring everybody in, and slowly those people will, of course, want to have self custody and slowly move into the DeFi space. I would hope that you have something built for them because there's going to be crazy money coming into the market. So shout out to the builders in the space. XRP right now, we're looking at 236, holding above that, 50 moving average, a break above there and going to that upper value range at $2.85. Top of this bull run and everything like that, we're seeing possibly like a $7, XRP, everybody. Yes, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild, everybody. It's going to be wild, okay? So that is XRP. Let's go to Solana, everybody. That good old Solana. Solana. Then we're going to go into, look at Solana had to go back on the weekly. It was having trouble. It's turning around. It came to that point of control. Okay, let's go to the daily chart on Solana. This is what we're working with, and most likely this is where that retest will happen. It's looking like everything's giving me those retest vibes, everybody. The 50s got all this incentive. We got the point of control, but everything's giving me those good retest vibes and then a continuation, probably trading here, breaking above that, getting real bullish, and getting everybody ready for a $232 Solana. It's up to you. You want to wait for that retest to come back down and give you that signal. You can use some indicators to help you filter that out and get a little bit better. But really, you can ride this wave. So long as it stays above the 50, even if it's doing stuff like this and it's bouncing or whatever it might be doing. If it's staying above the 50, that's good. If it breaks underneath the 50, you might want to say, hey, are we going to go on this downtrend now? Is that what's going to happen? And then you manage that trade as so, right? So right now in this short term, let's clean this up a bit for everybody. Welcome in those who are tuning in. Much love and respect to you guys. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic weekend. We got the lower value range. $160 is on the table for Solana easily. The break above that will create some FOMO. But this is what we're eyeing right now. $235 Solana is going to pump a lot of the Solana plays that you guys are bullish on right now, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure that you guys are finding some conviction plays, because what's on the table for Solana is some serious price action that could incite a lot of excitement within a lot of these projects that are paired to Solana. A lot of those that have just been chilling, a lot of those that, maybe they're doing a lot of work and they're not feeling like the work is paying off. Well, that work is about to pay off, everybody. The trend has reversed and we can ride this wave all the way over here. You can bring some excitement back to your favorite Solana plays and really get things to start to move in the right direction. So we got Solana right here, 160, but really this is the one we're eyeing. 234 is on the board, and a little bit higher is 270, but I don't think you guys are ready for that. Let's go to BNB next. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Later stream, I know everybody from across the pond is probably, catching some good Z's. Nothing wrong with that. The market is doing what it does, everybody. BNB, same thing. Point of control right here, BNB in the short term. If you want to snatch up some BNB for the low, there's a trade, BNB to 630. The upper value range on BNB is going to be $714. That's on the table for BNB. What's going to happen is it's doing the same thing BTC did. Trade like this, show everybody that we're staying bullish. That was a little bit crazy right there, but then it have its break above this point of control and create some FOMO, because BTC is just putting that out on the table for everybody right now. So it's up to us to take advantage of that when we can, everybody. All right, let's go over to FEG Token. Shout out to all the gorillas that have been showing up to all the live streams, all the gorillas that have been going absolutely like crazy on all the shorts that we've been posting. Shout out to All Out Crazy, as a matter of fact. Shout out to everybody in the jungle, everybody. That's where we're going to start off. Welcome to the jungle, everybody. We're right here. Smart DeFi Launchpad, everybody. That's what it is. Let's go. And we got XPX, man. Shout out to the community pushing. We're pushing together. And honestly, we're going to go into to XPX in a bit, but right now, these vibes are good, everybody. These vibes, the way we're holding and pushing and the market's going, is giving me those same vibes, how we just keep creeping up and then we break some serious market caps, everybody. Nice to see you, Rico. Dante, welcome. Let's go, Smart DeFi, 100%. Let's start off with the Gorilla, everybody. Let's start off with FEG Token on a discount. You guys seen it pump up 11.5 million, close to 12, showing you what it's capable of doing, pulling back to $9.6 million market cap. Nothing to be concerned about. This is just opportunities on the table. We're still in this consolidation range. it can only consolidate for so long till eventually the pop happens, everybody. This is where smart money, and liquidity is usually grabbed and people are just snatching it up and getting ready for some nice pumps because eventually there's seller exhaustion, right? Like they can only keep the price right here for so long till eventually it starts to curl up, everybody. And we start to see a little bit of that light when BTC started to pump. We start to see a little bit of that kind of excitement into the market. So we're giving you guys some pre-snips of what could happen, everybody. And you don't want to miss out when we really break past that 20. We go a little bit higher and we pump up. What's up? What's up? I see you. I see you. 30 million, 50 million, and then $100 million market cap and beyond. Back to the $1 billion market cap is what we really want. So here we go right now. We got the gorilla turning up. He's got a tie on because he's sophisticated, but he's also having some fun, everybody. Yes, he is. Feg token to the moon, everybody. At the end of the day, Feg token to the moon. Shout out to those gorillas, Feg the system, all those guys. All Out Crazy has been going all out crazy. Go figure. His name matches him. Perfect. And we have a community that's lit. We have everybody really, really pumped up. And I'm liking the vibe, everybody. What do we got right here? We got what? We got Feg Rocks with a message. We got Feg Rocks with a message. And I don't got that many gorillas in here. How many gorillas are actually in the chat? We're internally testing a gamified bonding curve pre-sale model that takes the best parts of existing models and beats them. Where's the gorillas at? Next up, more testing, then a full audit to make it as safe as possible. Big moment for Smart DeFi, and it's built to scale across chains. Updates coming. What? Feg Rocks? Feg Rocks? What's Feg Rocks following? Okay, what is this? I don't know what this. This is an interesting picture. I like this. What is here? All right, people working out. I was working out today. All right, that's what we got. What just happened? Okay, there we go. There we go, everybody. Very, very bullish news if you guys ask me right there, because that is going to be very exciting for Smart DeFi. Everybody, what that's going to do is honestly bring a lot of hype to Smart DeFi. It's going to bring more projects to Smart DeFi, and the more projects that come to Smart DeFi, the more projects that launch on Smart DeFi, the more exposure Feg token has, the more exposure all other tokens do, because every single project that launches on Smart DeFi, what do they go do? They go promote Smart DeFi. So it's like the hand that washes the other hand, everybody. So that's just how things are going to be, right? So I'm excited for this Bonnie Curd gamified version, which beats all of them. So to me, that's pretty exciting. We're going to be covering that on this channel. So you guys are going to want to have the bell notification lit and not miss out on that, because it's going to be very, very bullish. I'm sure it is. So make sure you guys stay tapped in with the latest and greatest by keeping the bell notification lit. But I'm looking forward to this. If you think about it, every project that launches on Smart DeFi, and they get a marketing budget, they market their project, they market Smart DeFi. We want thousands of projects launching on Smart DeFi. We want thousands of projects launching on Smart DeFi. We got XPX. We're doing our own thing, right? As the more projects launch Smart DeFi, what happens? Those projects are then in spaces like the Space Penguin, talking about Smart DeFi, talking about what they've done. And what they do is attract more people to Smart DeFi. The only way you should be concerned is if you're not building anything. That's what's nice about XPX. We have been building and getting ready for influx everywhere, whether it's retail, the boomers, the normies, whether it's Smart DeFi getting the traction that it deserves. We have been head down building the infrastructure to be ready for the influx of liquidity that comes in. Hey, Rico, the time to push is now. I believe it, Mr. Mo. I believe in that. I think the next leg, we definitely delete a zero on XPX. I'm feeling like the vibes are there. Bitcoin's consolidating a little bit. It got a little bit calm, but I think the next push is going to be really nice. And I'm looking forward to that $1.5 million breakout. And I got some things for us when we do that. I got something put to the side just for that. And I'm looking forward to that, because what's going to happen is we're going to ignite some things when we do that. It's going to be hard for other BNB not to want to pour into what we're doing over here. So everybody, Feg token, this is bullish news right here. this is bullish news for all of Smart DeFi, a gamified bonding curve for the launch pad, which is going to get projects to launch on Smart DeFi, get people to get all hyped about Smart DeFi. It's your job, whether you're XPX, whether you're Volcano, whether you're Space Penguin, it's our job to wave the flag to these new people that come over here and check us out. So let's go. Let's talk about another project on Smart DeFi, everybody. Let's talk about another project on that Smart DeFi, everybody. Right now, XPX holding it down. Shout out to the community for holding down the fort when I went to the gym, getting ready for that Bitcoin conference, everybody. How can we not be excited, Mr. Mo? Feg for Life, XPX2, Ali, Marlon, David. We got the Bitcoin Barbie out there. I mean, the fact that we've been building this out and we have proof in there's proof of a proof of work of everything that we've been doing, and there's this progression, just keep moving forward. It's exciting, everybody. It's really exciting. It's exciting, and good things come with challenges. So we've had our challenges and we've overcome them. It's safe to say that we've overcome them. How can we not say that we have not overcome them? The trend is changing, the market is changing. We have a pay portal that's fully functional. It's scaling up nonstop, exactly how we're supposed to be doing, and we're building for everybody of the future. We are building the future today with XPX, and because of Smart DeFi and XPX together, like you put it together, when you fused the fusion of XPX and Smart DeFi, you almost get yourself a little mini bank in the DeFi side. You can get your savings account, right? But it's really stakings account, right? You can get some loans, but it's really lending. And if you want to take these loans and you want to off ramp them and take somebody out to dinner or fix your flat tire, you can do that with a Visa card, everybody. The fact that you can take out loans on your XPX and put them onto and take that loan and off ramp it onto a Visa and use it in the real world is absolutely amazing. I'm paying my gym membership with crypto. They don't even know. I'm off ramping my crypto. When I go do stuff, I enjoy knowing I kind of have a bit of a aha moment, and it kind of it feels good going to an ATM and using the Visa card and pulling hard cold cash out of the ATM, knowing that I off ramp cryptocurrency, knowing that all of us together have built this to be what it is today. And the fact that later on, as asset backing continues to climb, as even the supply starts to burn, it's going to be really interesting to see that you can use this to not have to sell your XPX tokens and take out a loan against those XPX tokens and use it for whatever you like, because you have a Visa card via XPX to use it in the real world. This project it's extremely undervalued, everybody, and we are working on some new utility that has came up because people have asked me. They came to the door like, Rico, do you think that maybe I was on your pay portal? They already have a business account. They already have a business account. They were on the pay portal. And they're like, you think maybe this, that, and the other can make some things happen? And what's crazy about that is it's the next phase of the business accounts on XPX Pay, everybody, which I'm very excited about. So let's go to our website. We'll go to our X account. The chart is looking fantastic. We've really just pushed through. We've been tested, we've been challenged. We showed that the community is strong. We showed that the team is strong. We showed that not even during a downtrend we stopped. What we did was keep building, everybody. And what did we build? You got your virtual cards, you got your physical cards, you got your no KYC crypto payments. You got some more non-KYC utility coming. Yes, everybody. The next one that we're going to be releasing right here is non-KYC for you guys to make your day even that much easier when you're navigating the crypto space, the blockchain, everybody. You guys rock with me or what? I mean, this is exciting times, to be gearing up for the Bitcoin conference, to see a project that, is pulling through every single day, to have a solid team, to have a solid community built on a launch pad that gives us all these smart contract attributes that really makes XPX stand out, everybody. I'm very, very happy with what we've done here and what we're going to continue to do and what we got doing in the future, everybody. We keep building this thing out. We got a merch store coming, but right now you guys can off-ramp your cryptocurrency. A lot of people talk about financial freedom, but you have to have the freedom to spend your finances. XPX is the pickaxe, the shovel for you to be able to spend the gold that you have been mining out of this blockchain, out of these markets, everybody. XPX bill payments, XPX Visa cards, MasterCards, and much, much more to come, man. This is just a great time to be a part of something with great people. I'm just the Bitcoin conference coming up, it's kind of like, those moments you have, it's like, man, that's really, really, it's really happening, everybody. We're really doing this thing. We really have a celebrity on our pay portal. We really have multiple businesses operating. We're about to hit six figures in paid orders, everybody. Let's go. Like, this is what we're supposed to be doing on the blockchain. And I'm very honored to be, pushing this with you guys all the way. So xpxpay.com, we don't discriminate. Staking, not staking, you're jumping up and down, you're not jumping up and down. Go get your Visa card, use it however you see fit. Very, very bullish times up ahead for XPX. And let's go over to our X account to give you guys a little bit more information and actually make sure that you guys stay tapped in with everything with XPX at XPX Token, everybody. This is where you're going to stay up to date on all things for all your purchasing needs. You got XPX Visa card, green market, red market. You know what you're going to be doing? Using your card, no matter what, everybody. So shout out to All Out Crazy. Shout out to also the Bitcoin Barbie. Shout out to Fake Token. We got the smart contract right here. But the fact that we even get to build out and make these connections, I want to actually tap in with the Bitcoin Barbie. Make sure that we, make this kind of cool for her as well. Going to consensus. I think the way we help each other grow into space, and not just like the projects, but also the individuals, right? The people that, found out about us or, found out about our project and they like it and they want to support us and they want to, go to Mexico City. How was I going to go to Mexico City? The Bitcoin Barbie went to, so far, Bitcoin or XPX has been at Mexico City at the Payments Expo, right? For all things payments. And now, Bitcoin Barbie going to Consensus 2025. We're obviously going to look out for her. We're going to support her. We're going to make sure that she's not only, being supported in Consensus, but that we support her in these spaces as she grows as an individual. We're all growing here, right? But we've been in Mexico City. We're going to Consensus and we're going to the Bitcoin conference. So, the fact that we're building XPX out, we're about to hit six figures as far as, paid orders. We got multiple businesses operating. We're about to expand on the business side of the portal. We got Feg Token paying all their servers and everything that they do through our payment portal. All we have to do is continue the work ethic, and this will continue to fall in our lap, everybody. This is absolutely, completely bullish. If you guys can, go give the Bitcoin Barbie a follow. Go let her know I'm sending much love and respect. All of you guys. She is an absolutely amazing person in the space, and she knows how to have a lot of fun. So you guys better be ready in those spaces, right? She can hold her own for sure. But the fact that XPX gets to be there, and wherever XPX is at, if you're a gorilla, listen to me. Look at the banner. What does it say? It says Smart DeFi down below. And this is what I'm talking about. When you have a WAGMI movement and a different, you get out of that mentality that puts up too many barriers. How many other projects are going to do this, right? Let's put XPX to the side, right? Do you not think that maybe there's going to be other successful projects on Smart DeFi, maybe through this new bonding curve that Rox is going to release, right? That can have projects do relatively well where they end up going to all these conferences and all these expos. And what are they able to do? Advertise Smart DeFi. So Rox and the Feg Token team has, come up with a really, really smart way, let's use the word smart because Smart DeFi, to eventually have like a big marketing machine that brings everything back to Smart DeFi. And if everything comes back to Smart DeFi, it comes back to Feg Token as well, comes back to XPX. And that's what the WAGMI movement is truly all about, everybody. So big shout out to the Bitcoin Barbie. Go over there, show her some love. She's always in spaces. She's very active. I mean, and we're just holding it down, man. We're really doing these things, and I'm really, really pumped up. Shout out to AI right here as well. I mean, very supportive of XPX, been tapping in with him. He's got his thing going on with Soul Snake. So we got some spaces coming up that we're going to be talking about, a lot of things that you guys do not want to miss out. But when you look at XPX, wherever you look at XPX, it is fantastic. I mean, smart contracts, check. I mean, utility, check. Team, check. Community, check. I mean, actual exposure in the real world, check. I mean, we've been here in Vegas as well, right? So like, IRL places, right here. I mean, this is a crazy moment in my life. Here we are, we build this thing out and we got XPX on a billboard next to the MGM Grand right here, boots on the ground. This is crazy bullish, everybody. Extremely bullish, extremely, extremely bullish, and really cool to see this thing built out. And I mean, if you ask me, this was the best billboard in all of Las Vegas, everybody, hands down. And I'm pretty sure they're probably trying to find a way to tap in with with Marlon so they can take our brand manager away from us, everybody. Check this out right here. We got a mega space. I want to shield this as well because there's some mega projects over here. I don't want you guys to miss out. We got May 12th, 3 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern time, everybody. He moved it. So like that's not on Mother's Day. Clear your schedules. If you are a token and want a slot, send him a DM, send him some feet pics. I know he likes that, everybody. And you might get a slot right there. We got Feg Token, we got XPX, we got Kendu, we got Soul Snake, we got Ducky, we got even Larry up here. So we got some heavy hitters. A lot of people are going to be here. You guys do not want to miss out on this, everybody. All right. So very, very cool times up ahead. Very cool times. The fact that we just keep doing what we're supposed to be doing is extremely bullish. So xpxpay.com, everybody go pay your bills, non-KYC, go get your cards, KYC, 150K limit, do your dance, everybody. Experience your crypto with XPX, everyone. All right, so let's go to DeFi, everybody, which we are all DeFi, but let's go to the deck screeners, what I meant to say. Let's start off right here with Arena token. Not a bad place to start. XPX. Think of it like grabbing Apple stock before the iPhone changed the world. That's what we got to do, bro. That's what we got to do. And we are honestly building the infrastructure and have proof by the numbers of our paid orders, by our clients, by the countries that are using our cards. Like we are literally building the infrastructure for when that moment clicks, and these ETFs are really going to bring all of retail, boomers, normies. They're going to bring everybody in, and people start to self-custody and learn about our side of the space. They will pour in. Those projects that spent the time building an infrastructure for that, oh, come on. Come on. Do the, my grandfather warming up the hands thing, right? So we got Arena right now. What has Arena been doing? Arena has been delivering. They've been developing. What are they getting ready for? They're getting ready, everybody, for the switch of social media into SocialFi. DeFi, SmartFi. This is what we're doing, everybody. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And I want to give everybody that's building over here a big shout out because you're one of the early ones. They might not even know how early they are. This is something that you accumulate and you just hold. Just like XPX, just like Apple stock early on, just like Amazon stock when it was only shipping books. You don't care about the chart. You hold it and you hold it. And you get more of it, and you hold it some more, and you hold it some more. And when you see Speed, and you see Kai Cenat, and you see every Andrew Tate influencer, and you see everybody streaming on there, then think about, after a year, after it just kind of just erupts, then you can possibly take some of those profits are, but I would leave some in there for future generations that you're going to have, right? And for your kids, because this is the future, is people will be earning from home. Did COVID not get people ready for stuff like this? Have not people been earning from home already since that all happened? So we got people over here. We got a tipping party. How much has he made in tips? Ooh. Get on down low. There we go. They got a whole little stream. They're talking. I don't know what they're doing, everybody. They got their own stuff. But what I do know is that they're warm leads and they know about Avalanche. And XPX makes sense here too. So what do we do? Out of all these people here watching, somebody's going to go to xpxpay.com. So if you guys can, on your spare time, if you pass around an arena, you see a broadcast like this, just post xpxpay.com. xpxpay.com sells itself. These people are warm leads. They go to xpxpay.com. They see we are about Visa cards, and they see that they can off-ramp all of their crypto, their Avalanche. It sells itself, everybody. So I'm excited for these SocialFi apps. I know they're going to do really good, but I also want you guys to win and also practice how to look for undervalue projects, everybody. This is crazy undervalue. Just bonkers undervalue. $15 million market cap doesn't even make sense. If you can set it and forget it and let it become the next, streaming platform like Twitch, oh my. And stake it to make it, okay? Stake it to make it, everybody. Just let it cook. Let it cook. Let it cook. So that is Arena on a discount. We've been talking about it since 10 million. Even if it comes back to 10, it goes to 15, to 99, whatever numbers, it doesn't matter. We're thinking about it becoming the next Twitch until every streamer is streaming on there and has us. We're not taking profits. That's how long you would have to wait. This could take 2 years. This could take 3 years. I mean, I've been talking about this since last year and nobody wanted to talk to Arena. It's this year that now everybody's talking about it. So these things take time, everybody. I identified this as a super play very, very early on. If we go to Rico Moneybags right here, what is this? 7-15-24. 7-15-24. Can't wait till we see a buy like this. Who's going to be the next buy like this again? We need a 4 BNB buy on the chart. Make the Jeets cry. But this is 7-15-24. I'm telling everybody Arena. So these things take time. And if you can set it and forget it on this thing, this is undervalued. Great looking project. The Arena. Lewis, what's up, bro? Let's go, broski. How you doing, bro? All is well? We got the Arena. Let's go check out some more plays. What you guys are checking out? The crypto is pumping. Let me check BTC really quick because you guys know I love to do that. Let me look at a shorter time frame just to peek, just to see what's going on. Okay. All right. We're watching it. All right. So we got the Arena. Let's just go down the list. We got Mubarak holding really strong, listed on Binance, brung in all of Dubai into the market. Shout out to them for that. We talked about it since $7 million market cap. It went all the way up to 226. Man, when something has it, I don't judge it. That's why I just be like, ooh, that's special. I don't care if it doesn't even make sense. I'm like, I just know. I just know that it has something. I don't know what it has, but it got something. This has something, man. It's not done. 100 million back, Mubarak. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Too much love from the Binance chain from 4.memes. When is this? April 27th. This was yesterday. 100 million incentive program purchase announcement. We have our third reward under update. 100 million BNB chain incentive. We've completed. And right here, who did they go for? I mean, this marketing is just amazing. Okay, boom, 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 boom. It's still moving. Okay. What do we got right here? This is a burn to rise. They've been burning all the projects that have been like listing on here as well. So, I mean, a lot of things going on with the BNB chain, and I'm super excited for that. I was not going to be able to bring in all of Dubai to show them FEG token, to show them XPX. I'm glad they got all of Dubai to come in, and they got all of Dubai to come in on the BNB chain. Mubarak could have been a hitter on the Solana chain with the way that it came onto the scene, but the fact that it came and it brought all of that heat to the BNB chain, I'm so excited for that. It's our job to show them what's up, man. So this is Mubarak at a discount price, something that's definitely going to rally right back up. It's listed on Binance. We're waiting for everything to ignite. It will ignite. Give it its time, everybody. Give it its time. Right now, we're on set it and forget it. Accumulation, set it and forget it. We got Arrowbud, 8.7. Went to a nice dip as, down here all the way down to like 4 something. Imagine that. Already back up to 8.7, turning it right back around little by little, brick by brick. They're still doing their thing. We don't know where Toasty Sheep Nuts is at. But I'm sure you'll see the markets pick up. Everybody pulling up to streams. We're right around there. So look, crack $11 million market cap, and the dog is going to say, we know it's to just crack 10 million. You break 10 million, that's what you do, and it goes higher, everybody. It just goes higher, everybody. Let's check out Merv the Cat. Solana's pumping. This one should be getting ready for its next leg up. I can see that happening. It's right now at 106. This is the lowest it's been. It has hit it before and then pumped up out of nowhere. So it's nice to see it still holding on to that 100K. All it has to do is just continue to hold on to this, keep doing what it's doing, pulling up to spaces, marketing, all that good stuff, and we'll go a lot higher, everybody. Right now, Solana pumps to May 27th through the 29th. Speedy finding some life in it, 1.6. May 27th through the 29th. Where's the Captain BNB community at? 6 million, very nice. Nice little shakeout for everybody. I told you guys, most likely come down to everything's doing a nice little retest bounce. So 5 million could be a nice entry, but maybe you don't want to time it. They got a solid community. They're very loud. They're making things happen, everybody. They got money from the BNB chain right here. The 4.meme is promoting them. Look, that's Captain BNB right there. That's crazy marketing, everybody. Does this signify everything in the places that they're in? You know, is in second place for something coming up? You know, to me, the fact that it continues to get exposure through 4.meme and all the things that are going on with exposure on the BNB chain and them repulsing things, bullish times up ahead. Very bullish on Captain BNB. This is really cool. You know, this was yesterday as well. The 4.meme is going crazy with everybody, but this is at Captain BNB underscore BSC. Really, you might just want to accumulate this thing and not have to wait till you see it at 300 million, 400 million, because a lot of these BNB plays, and when this BNB hype really takes off, when BTC breaks over 100K and all that money that's sitting on the sideline starts to pour back in, BNB's over 700, over 800. A lot of these prices, we won't see them again, maybe ever, or maybe just for a long time. So Captain BNB. Let's check on Distribute. See how they're holding back over 2 million. Nice. Bullish on this one. They keep pulling up as well. They're cooking with a launch pad. I like seeing this because, you know, you guys know I'm bullish on a Smart DeFi launch pad, but I like the fact that, you know, there's more launch pads coming in, because all that tells us is that Smart DeFi is exactly doing the thing it's supposed to be doing. You know, you got pump funds. This is narratives, right? There's certain narratives that we're going to want to make sure that we pay attention to. This is one of them. So we're on track, everybody. We are on track. This is Distribute, where you guys can launch a reward token on Solana straight through Raydium, everyone. So cool. Distribute. Distribute. Let's see where tutorial tokens at. Telling you, this is a sleeper as well. I just set it and forget it, everybody. A lot of these BNB plays that got listed on the Binance exchange, they're going to have a moment that's going to be pretty legendary. When everybody comes into the Binance exchange, are they going to buy Floki at 500 million, or are they going to buy the tutorial token at 24 million? That's what's going to happen. Watch and see. Here we go. Chain Talk Daily, another one we called. Ooh, right on the money right here with this support line. This is probably the support that you want to keep an eye on this one on, and see if you can find a small position on this one. Not financial advice, but when you look at their website, everything looks really good. These are a lot of plays that you're just going to set and forget, and possibly seeing these things when we have, you know, a big BTC pumping crazy over 100, BNB possibly over 1,000. You know, a lot of these plays are maybe 40 million, 100 million, but something's on the table for these things to go up. They're too quiet. It's too quiet. Jesus Coin, shout out to them. Yep, been calling Profit Bear out. He said, "Man, you even called me out." Yes, I did. Got to tap in with Profit Bear again. So right here, shout out to the Jesus Coin. They've been obliterating the shorts that I've been creating. So shout out to them. Discount prices right here for them. $6.5 million market cap. Absolutely amazing. You know, community, project, idea, and this is going to be happening in this space. You know, everything is going to become digital, everyone. Everything is going to become digital. Let's check on the Kendu Chads. I was checking on them lately. 12.5 to, yeah, 12.5 million, looking really good. Consolidation, looking like it can rip up past, you know, that 30 million. That won't be really good, but they're always building. They're always doing something. The community's got energy drinks. I think they got a beer now, IPA, which I'm waiting for a DM. I don't know why I have not got the DM for this IPA to be a tester for them, but I'm not sure what's going on. They need to hit me up for sure. But Kendu for sure is a community that continues to build, and they're not going to stop everybody. They're doing their thing. So shout out to Kendu. Kendu Sendu, everyone. Kendu Sendu, everyone. Very nice. Very nice. Let's check BTC prices. Shout out to you, bro. I see you, Crypto Post. Shout out to the Grago community. We got 94K and a half. Looking really good. Looking really good, everyone. So BTC is looking good. It's been range trading between 92 and 95,000. It's been holding relatively well, giving people some opportunity. We might see a retest on that 50 and it has a continuation. But at the end of the day, I'm very excited for this trend that we're in. So long as we stay above this 50 moving average, you can see 100K. Win XPX beer. Oh my God, that'd be so good, right? It would have to taste like a Heineken, though. A purple Heineken bottle. I love Heinekens. Those are good. I'm not sure what flavor you guys like. You guys probably like a fancier beer than that, but a good old Heineken gets the job done. Right here. I mean, point of control, looking good. BTC, you go to sleep, you wake up, 90K. This is a trend that we hold on to and we ride this wave. We already made it through this downtrend. I'm very, optimistic and very bullish on the trend that we're in and looking forward to us fulfilling this. Where BTC always touches the yellow and the orange. It always does. So looking forward that we're in this upward trend. Looking forward to the Bitcoin conference. Shout out to the Bitcoin Barbie for consensus, all that stuff happening. The team crushing it on the merch store, um, just grinding away on that. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We still got some more building to do. We're headed in the right direction. Heineken's my poison, bro. Nice, nice. Hit me up later on. Maybe we'll have one. We're due up to have a Heineken together, even if we got to do it like old streaming buddies and just do it on a TG live stream. I still got some of that exquisite rum for celebrating a little bit of XPX as well. Nothing wrong with the Heineken. Oh, I like that, man. Man, with great minds think alike. I see that. Good old Heineken, man. But we're gonna fulfill this, Gene. Mr. Mo. We're gonna see this on the table, and I'm looking forward to see what prices Feg token is at. I'm looking forward to see what prices XPX can be at because all of those blue chips are gonna be higher. We're gonna have our alt season. We'll have our BNB over 1,000. We'll have our Solana over 1,000. Grago on Solana's probably going to do really good when Solana's back over. I mean, Solana's back over, you know, what 200 and something. That's going to be pretty bullish. But BNB over 1,000. ETH breaking all-time highs. All season really, really igniting it. I mean, really, really strong, everybody. And that's what's on the table for those who are cooking right now and don't jeet around and just kind of just get ready for what's to come. And you have a good community. You have a great meme, a great utility project. You have a great foundation. When all this hype incites into this Bitcoin market, you're going to be ready for all of that. That's what we're doing. We are preparing and we are getting ready for what's to come. That's retail, boomers, normies. That's everybody's going to come into this market. You ought to have something built up for everybody. Just have something there because products and services is what made Amazon rich. iPhones are products and services. You got a product, the phone, the services throughout the software on the phone. So products and services is what we're going to focus on. We're going to provide so much value to the marketplace that it has no option other than to provide some value back to us, everybody. So make sure you guys, market is cooking and getting ready to rip. Cook now, feast later. Absolutely, bro. That's a perfect way to put it. Cook now, feast later is exactly what's happening right now. And we're cooking. We're definitely cooking. So I appreciate you guys pulling up. I see you guys had a very, very great weekend, man. Shout out to the Grago community. I see the main page also pulled up, your main YouTube page. That's really good to have, that you guys have an account for the, Grago community to go check out your guys' videos. That's really cool. Gragos usually do really good on Solana. They do really good on ETH. So shout out to you guys. I mean, Matt Fury plays could be coming back. Maybe that's a sign that the meme coin space is going to pick up because I see you guys pulling up. So definitely hit me up and, take it to the next level. We got XPX taking it to the next level. We got Feg Token taking it to the next level. And that's what we're going to have, everybody. So bullish times up ahead. We've already got a taste of it. Now we just got to follow through. Let's just follow through and welcome the market with open arms. So big arms out. Welcome the whole retail and everybody to come in and have everybody pull up. So much love and respect to everybody. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Keep pulling up to these streams. We're all obviously going to pull up tomorrow as well, going crazy for everybody. The shorts, the long form contents, the streams on YouTube, on X. We're making sure that you guys get the most exposure possible, all the communities possible. But it's up to you guys to bring your communities into these live streams and share them so we can have a big effect on the market. And well, our moment's coming. Make sure you did something to make sure that moment is even greater than what it can be. So like, comment, and subscribe. Continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me.